This is the July 12th morning wake up call. Today is the July supply and demand report. So at 11 o'clock, we'll be getting that report. Some of the numbers that trade are looking for, not big changes for corn and wheat, but something fairly substantial in beans given the acreage reduction from the June 30th acreage report. So what we're looking for is for corn carryout to go from 1.40 up to 1.442 for the wheat. We're looking for carryout to go from 627 up to 638. And beans, again, the largest change, going carryout expected to go from 280 down to 211. So just a slightly bearish report expected for corn and wheat. And we will call that bean number just slightly bullish, given that trade is well aware of the acreage change from last month. The report is out at 11, but most of the focus is likely to remain on weather. We had a little bit of a weather scare bounce here the last couple days. So while the attention could be on the report right at 11 o'clock, most of the attention will stay on weather maps. The significant change to this morning's weather maps was the 11 to 15 day outlook. Normally not really watched by trade all that closely, but today it will be because, again, looking out to the 11 to 15 day time period is pollination. Yesterday's 11 to 15 day temperatures were as much as 10 to 12 degrees above average over the plains. This morning, much of that temperature was reduced. In fact, the plains are down to just +3 or +4 compared to average. There are still some +5 temperatures down in Texas, but a bulk of the heat moved away from crop areas on this morning's update and shifted south down into Texas. So we will want to keep watching every weather map update. And normally trade doesn't follow that 11 to 15 day map. But again, with that forecast looking out to pollination, we do expect big changes daily on that map, and we do expect trade to react to those changes. Flipping over to cattle, news is a bit mixed there. The box beef was up just a little bit. Shoeless was plus 12,000. We did see a nice bounce in cattle yesterday. It looks like it maybe could have been fun trade from just one day of aggressive buying. It's a little tough to tell for sure, but we'll say that it could have been fun buying there in the cattle. Right now, the August futures in cattle are pricing in a cash trade around 137, and last week's average trade was 137.40. So we can now say that futures are pricing in right where cash is trading at. And also futures in the October contract are pretty much right in the middle of the recent range. So we'll see when we start getting cash bids, likely tomorrow, whether they're higher or lower. And with cash right in line with futures, whatever we get from cash bids and trades this week, we should expect the appropriate move in the futures market. So watch out for the supply and demand report, the July one today at 11 o'clock. But then keep in mind that weather will quickly turn back to be in the focus. Those maps also start coming out at 11 o'clock. Keep tuning in to the Allendale website for your morning wake-up calls.